Yes, we are back. Tumerudi tena na another episode of the Hangout podcast. The Hangout, hii sijui ni episode ya ngapi manze. Nimeanza ku lose track man. So sijui ni episode ya ngapi. So before hata niseme kitu yote, make sure kwanza umesubscribe, which is very very important man. Support us manze. Naomba kama support hii channel kila time. Usikuwa una watch na unakosa kusubscribe manze. Your subscription is very very important man.
Very important.
Very important manze. You need to make sure that umesubscribe na umewatch. Na kama unaweza share, tunaweza appreciate bana. You see, we are trying to be consistent for you people man. Nyinyi followers wetu man. We are trying to be consistent for you. So
now usisahau, they're supposed to also to like.
Yes, una like pia manze. Wanasemanga subscribe,
like, and share, subscribe
and hit the notification bell or something.
Notification bell.
Sindio?
Yeah, of course.
So leo kuna dem fulani hapo hivi mgenje sana bro. We've been friends for a very long time man. Yeah? More than 10 years or something, right?
More than 10.
We met in 2009,
2009.
Yeah, we met in 2009. Yeah? So tumekuwa from 2009. Though amekuwa sometimes anapotea anarudi nini, but she's a very good friend of mine. Leo ndo nimemwambia kama hapa tupige story because tuko na story mingi jo.
Yeah.
Tuko na story mingi from our days in campus man. Uko na tulimit ya kwanza jo.
2009. Wow.
Tukiwa
Chepkoilel campus. Big up.
Ulisikia kaje vile ulitoa hiyo place? Me I was like me vile nilipata hiyo barua nikakuwa like what the fuck is this place man? Chepkoilel ni wapi?
Actually my letters zangu jumi nilikuwa private.
So group of schools
nikapata letters mbili. Nilipata ya KU na nikapata ya Moi. So juu nilikuwa nimegrow sana mtaani Nairobi. I felt like primo high school, although high school nilienda mbali kidogo, but hiyo environment I just wanted the change.
Lakini lazima hiyo hakuna masomo.
Hakunanga masomo.
So maybe ulikuwa umeiona hivyo.
So nilikuwa nimefikiria hivyo, but hiyo excitement ya Eldoret being in a new town. So niliopt for Chepkoilel. It was a catchy name for me pia. And the courses zilikuwa the same. So for me it was hata niende mbali kidogo.
Wende mbali na wazazi. You wanted to be unataka kuwa ratchet kiasi jo. Ulikuwa unataka freedom.
Nilikuwa nimechoka kupimiwa maisha bana because my mom pia alikuwa very strict.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, being a first born. Alafu nilikuwa mrembo skatai. So nilikuwa naombwa textbook sana.
Ile story ya nani David alikuja kuomba kitabu jo.
Yeah. So niliombwa textbook sana. So my mom was very very cautious of me. Alikuwa rada yangu sana.
Yeah.
So for me ilikuwa ina get on my nerves. Kishafika teenage hata kudate msee inakuwa ngumu. Like sasa huyu mama hata kwa nyuma yangu mpaka lini nimegrow. So I wanted hiyo kwa mbali pia ni explore ni experience kenye wase mbali from wazazi wana feel because high school unajua pia mtu ufinyiliwa so hauna rule, hauna freedom.
Right. So you were brought up in Nairobi, like you were born and raised in Nairobi?
Yes, I was born and raised in Nairobi.
Islando ama?
No, I was not born in Nairobi. I was born in another county.
I
was born in Siaya County.
Oh, what was Siaya?
Siaya County. But I grew majorly in Nairobi.
Okay.
Most of my life in Nairobi. I grew up in Umoja. Inako schooled in Umoja. Kampo high school I went to sasa back to Siaya bado. Najua wazazi wa kitambo jamani.
Lazima kupeleke zile boarding
za ushago. Kwa ku streamline ukweli laini kama nini kama rule. So basically naweza sema tu Nairobi. Umoja. Then we moved to sasa Saika.
Okay. So how was life in Umoja?
Life in Umoja.
Na umegrow huko. Kuna time nasikia Umoja ilikuwa katu kwa mapunk.
Wow. Umoja inako. Back then when Umoja was Umoja.
Yeah.
Umoja was ilikuwa Island, at least ilikuwa iko high kidogo. Ilikuwa iko na adabu kidogo. It was the cream de la cream Don home that time.
Yeah, sure.
So huko kulikuwa a mixture of both good and bad. Juu hawezi sema crime ilikuwa sana, alafu maboys wenye sasa walikuwa a bit older than us. Wengi wenye walikuwa kwa crime mostly tuseme walikuwa mmoja tu, but inako haikuwa na issues sana. So the influence ya bad behavior ama a lot of bad things haikufika umo, because ilikuwa inachukuliwa kama history ya masource kiasi.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, so mimi sikuwa na upbringing mbaya. I played a lot, nilicheza sana. I had very good friends, kalongolongo, kati. So vitu tu.
I think hizo ni memories zinakwanga tu.
Yeah.
Za watu wengi wenye walipitia through your life ya mtaani, kugrow na your age mates, nini kalongo, sijui nini vitu kama hizo. So okay, tukuja hapa Chep. So umedunda Chep, as in your parents were just okay kupeleka huko, cause mimi nakumbuka mimi nikipataga hiyo letter niletea mzae alijam, cause kwanza aliniambia wewe ulichagua course bila kuniambia. Nini course gani ulienda kuchagua? Nela sunge hapa tuchague na wewe course, unaona? Yeah. But he was very happy because I was the first person kwa familia nilikuwa naenda kampo, so he was very supportive, he was very excited. And so nikadunda Chep. Kufika Chep yani hiyo time manze ilikuwa inanikaya kama like haikuwa inakaa kampo. Ilikuwa inakaa kama senior high school.
Ilikuwa chokwele the
first. Tulipeleka hostel zingine nje ya shule, inakaa huko hivyo. Ilikuwa inaitwa Chania, unakumbuka si Chania?
Kulikuwa na Chania,
ilikuwa hapa gate B. Ukiwa gate B, tulikuwa na gate A, main gate, na gate B. Gate B kuna hostels zilikuwa na nje opposite.
Ilikuwa zinaitwa Chania B.
Huko ndo nilipelekwa.
So mimi nililand Sogomo. Sogomo was the other side, gate A ukiteremka.
Kulikuwa na hostels huko za Chep bado?
But hazikuwa za shule, zilikuwa privately.
Private. Kama all tafutio keja, nilianza kaa nje.
Nilikaa nje.
Huko hostel? Basi kuchotwa.
Singeweza. Mimi you know.
Au kuchotwa.
Mimi nilikuwa baby girl and my dad was very proud. Nilikuwa first.
Nilikuwa madam hostel walikuwa na chotwa.
So mimi nje was the way to go. So I don't know how I convinced my dad, but alikuwa tu na confidence na mimi. Wewe ni msemo mkubwa utajiweza. So hakuwa na issue. Keja nikatafutiwa room, furniture katengenezwa, bla bla bla, nikafanishiwa. Kani hata akarudi zake. Wewe sasa soma.
Okay.
Na tukasoma.
Mkasoma mkamaliza. By the way mlikuwa tunatoka but nakumbuka nyinyi mlitoka. Because unajua ilikuwa Moi, right?
Yeah.
Kuna time pia nyinyi mlitoka, sisi tulibaki. Tukamaliza kama University of Eldoret.
I think ilikuwa ni 2010.
But before tuninipe charter.
I think a year later after tulijoin tukiingia second year. So I don't know, Chepkoilel na something happened. Ikakuwa it's standing up inajisimamia.
Ilikuwa Constitute College kwanza, alafu ndio ikakuja kujisimamia.
So tukaanza kurushwa kama magunia.
So ulirushwa wapi?
Tulienda town.
But town campus?
No, haikuwa town campus. Kulikuwa na town campus yenye ilikuwa karibu na KPA. Ilikuwa KPA.
Kweli.
So sisi tulienda town but not in that town campus. Tulipelekwa town kwa mall.
Mko mnaishi kwa
Zion Mall. Yes, tulikuwa Zion Mall. So classes zikaundwa tukakuwa huko temporarily. For a year, and then the following year tukamuvishwa the plaza. Ilikuwa inaitwa je?
Nakumbuka huko. Nakumbuka nikikuja kutembelea mzee huko. Boy wangu fulani alikuwa anaitwa Jerry. Nakumbuka jamaa fulani alikuwa anaitwa Jerry. Jamaa fulani mtolo mdaki.
Most of them ni mwasahau.
Alikuwa like model hivi. Anapenda model hivi. So kampo ulifanyanga nini besides kusoma tu?
I took hotel and hospitality management. Hiyo ni kitu nilikuwa napenda kufanya sana. Nilikuwa napenda kupika. So nilikuwa najua hiyo ndio kitu nitafanya for the rest of my life. Either
unajua kupika, you're a good cook.
I love cooking. I'm very good in cooking.
Na vile madam siku hizo wanasemanga wajua kupika.
In fact, that is my love language. That's my love language.
That's your love language?
Yeah, exactly. Mimi nikikupenda nikukupikia, nitakupikia.
So hivyo nikiona umepika vizuri najua hapa hivi.
Nikitaka kuprovia na kupenda
1+1 inakuwa 2.
Exactly. Lakini ukiona sikupikia, wewe uko.
But how do you feel like madam vile siku wasema mimi siwezi pikia mwanaume jo. Mimi siwezi fanya nini? Mimi siwezi oshia mwanaume nguo. As in don't you feel like, don't you think it's extreme? Because mimi na find like as a woman ukikam kwa life ya mwanaume what do you una bring what? Una bring my what?
Exactly. Mi nashangaa like I normally hear nasikia mademu anasema mi siwezi pikia mwanaume, siwezi mfulia, wife duties, girlfriend duties, but it's just common sense. Most kama umegrow in the African setup, it is just umereiziwa kufanya vitu zingine zenye a woman, a lady, wacha tuseme woman itaka nimewa abuse, but a lady is supposed to do. Hakuna venye umereiziwa na mamako na babako in a household where your mom used to angeosha, atapika, alafu grow up useme huwezi pika. Simply because kumekuwa na introduction kumekuwa na machines na all that zimecome on board. Alafu pia kitu kingine nasikianga madem wanataka kupika kuosha is because of nails, vitu zimekam
makucha, hataki makucha zake ziharibike.
Yes.
So let's assume, just take a scenario, you're married, sindio? Yeah. And then mwanaume anakuja late, anakuja maybe kitu kama saa 4, sindio? Anaingia kwa nyumba alafu ulikuwa maybe umelala. Alafu anakuambia madam, amka wewe nichemshie food. What do you hiyo unaona aje?
Kidogo matamshi, but I tend to believe mtu mwenye anakupenda, communication yake kwako no matter
it's not communicating vile na communicate. I'm just painting that picture, so don't take it vile mimi nimesema.
Mimi kupika nitapikia mwanaume vizuri sana. Nitakuwekea food ukiingia. I'm the kind of person I would nataka niamke ni welcome home. That is personally me. Kukuomia food, nitakuomia, nipige na wewe story. Cause naona nganya by then ni madharau. How would you, mtu anatoka mali anatoka ametoka hasuku yake, wewe ni demu umempikia, okay fine, umeweza kumempikia ama hujampikia, but you don't even care how day yake imeenda. And that's why saa hii mademu wengi wanapiga kelele juu story ya Sunny, cause vile amejipresent.
Ule demu wa kababa.
Yes.
Hi kababa. Wow. Sunny man.
The element of
that should be a man's ringtone every morning. Wanaume wote mwageo kitu ringtone. Asubuhi ukiamka hiyo ndio ringtone.
The element of submission is really important for madam. Na I know watanikujia wanipiga. Okay, most ladies
so hii submission tunasema, how far can you go in terms of submission?
If you are man enough, like and I mean there's usually a principle of 4 P's. Then P. When a man is able to provide, when a man is able to proceed, when a man is able to protect you, and number 4, penetrate you. That is a high value man. And any woman mwenye ana receive all this,
anaweza kuwa penetrate akili. Hapo unajua you need to be very specific. Penetration gani? Anaweza kuwa penetrate akili na maneno.
Si tunaongelelea mechi. So
okay.
So kama anafanya hizi vitu zote,
so that the 4 P's,
the 4 P's.
Umenifunza kitu mpya sijaijua hiyo.
So kuna the 4 P's. So if a man anaweza fanya all that, any woman is able to submit. But the problem, most men, as much as they are masculine and they are in their alpha state, wanafikiria being an alpha or being masculine niyo kukuwa so arrogant yenye you above everything. But usisahau wewe ni the leader. Leave alone kwa marriage, kwa relationship.
So what makes you stand out as a leader? Like what shows? Kwa sababu when you say a leader, you know how we express leadership is different. And pia you can't blame men. I can't blame men so much kwa sababu from their African setup, they pick some of the traits from their fathers. They see how their father used to lead, how their father used to stamp dominance upon the house. Like akiingia, sijui kama nyuko wana grow, like babako akiingia nyote mnakimbia bedroom. Like TV, like ni mzae akiingia, the first thing kwanza hata kama uko na remote, mnachukua remote mnaenda mnamwekea malipenya yako. Like ilikuwa it was like ilikuwa tu hivyo automatic. There's a fear tulikuwa tunapatia wazazi, tulikuwa tunapatia mzae compare na kupatia mother. So maybe I'd like to like for you, what you do like to say like ukisema mtu ana champion authority, as in limit yake ni gani yenye unaweza sema now this one you are not being a leader, you are being now an assist or something. At what level would you say like now this is a man being, let's say like an stampy authority like as a man, and at what point do you know now this is extreme, huyu sasa anaanza kuwa violent?
when when a man is take his alpha, how do you call it, dominate his alpha self, ina portray from the way ana carry his relationship, vile anaweza handle emotions, vile anaweza make decisions na visions zake za life. When it becomes extreme, when now the man starts becoming controlling, anachukulia partner wake ni kama property. He tends to now start owning you. Anaanza kusema now, kabla uende anywhere, itabidi uniambie. Like even the tone from itself, the demand, the command.
Anakuwa possessive.
Even vitu zenye ndio tuna understand, jealousy iko hapo kidogo, but unaona utapata anaportray characteristics kama uwezi ongea na mwanaume yote, ukisalimiwa na mtu. So kuna those two small things zenye tunaitanga red flags, ndio zita come out kama enye huyu ana lose his sense of balance as a man in a relationship. Yes, or even in the society. Some are not in the relationship, but even in the society itself. Unaona huyu kidogo ameenda kombo, because vile anafikiria na vile ana make decision, because a man is judged by their character, not by what they say, by what they do. So if you are abusive, you are very controlling, very manipulative.
So for you, what's a turn on for you in a man? Like ni nini mwanaume akikuonyesha ama akisema ama akifanya, you'll be like, sasa out of 10 nishakupatia 6 or 7?
Me number 1, I'm a sapiosexual.
What the fuck is that?
Sapiosexuals ni madem
kama watu wanasemanga ati you know ati I'm a man trapped in I'm a woman trapped in a man's body.
Hapana.
Ama ati I'm a rich man trapped in a poor man's
body.
What is that by the? What is that?
Sapiosexual ni mtu mwenye, it can go both ways. Either the lady or the guy.
Okay.
You are attracted to their intellect. Ushona Charlie bright. Akianza kuongea hivi reasoning yake inakubamba, because ako so bright, topics zenye ana bring on board zinakuexcite. Unaona umseni msharp. Unaona mwanaume anafungua mdomo anajinda, sasa huyu anasema nini? Okay, Charlie amesoma.
But don't you think intelligence is relative? Kwa sababu there was a guy, there was an interview of a lady alikuwa na interview hapa, akasema sijui he's now doing some sijui astral projection. Did you see that nini? And for me I was like, okay, as much as I have an idea of what that is, I don't care about such things. And for me, does that mean that I'm not intelligent? Like, what do you define as intelligence to you? The kind of conversation do you define as intelligent?
Very simple.
Because someone can be into books. Just because you've read so many books, I don't believe you are intelligent. I think intelligence is how you are able to articulate issues, and how much you are able to like expound on ideas and make them feel like it's a small idea, but how you can expound it ikaikubwa, like you broaden the idea. I think that's where now intelligence will come in. Like huyo mtu ameona hii kiti ama ameona hii mic, but the way ameiweka huko nje, hajaweka tu like this just something for speaking and talking. Expand like how you can make use of it, so many things. So as in for you, what do you what do you define as intelligence?
Okay, niseme tu basics. Wacha tusiende ile extreme. Basic ni mtu mwanaume anaweza hold conversation ya politics. Simple things like politics without emotions. Like reasoning yake anaweza relate na hii anapanga. Number 2 inaweza kuwa tu pia vitu anajua what current things are happening in the country.
Ako updated.
Utakuwaje mwanaume ati topic ya siasa inaanza, hata ujui what's going on, ujui hata cabinet ilishafuliwa. Really? Aya, what is trending right now? Russia inapigana na those things yenye when I'm starting a conversation, anaweza hata niambia, by the way, do you know babe, this and this is happening. Germany right now is doing this and this. Vitu kama hizo. Lakini Charlie mwenye I'm not so into politics. Mizo vitu hata sishikanishi.
Kuna watu wanakuwa hivyo, and I find it very annoying. Me kwanza, if I see anybody who is above 25 anasema it is not interested in politics. Like I find it very very annoying kwa sababu anyone who is above 25 months understand that everything around you is dictated by politics.
Exactly.
The life you are going to live is dictated by politics. The education you are going to give your children
is determined
the healthcare you are going to provide. Hata kama you have money, you can go to a private facility. Politics will still determine how far those private hospitals can operate and how far they can do their work. So you are affected in all round. Even the food that you consume, the government will determine how utakula organic food or GMO. So being mtu akikanga chini anasema ati mimi I'm not interested in politics, I find it very very annoying. Anyway, you are telling me something apart from intelligence. Another thing.
So hiyo ni basic part. Hiyo tu politics, najua vitu na trend. Tuka hizo. Sasa tukienda sasa broad nipate chali mwenye ako so into books. Ako well informed. Sio tu hii juju, you're well informed. Yenye you're able to, if it's a topic labda ya healthy eating ama ni ya whatever topic is brought on board, when we are having a discussion with you, fine, mimi sijui sana, but you're able to have an engagement yenye I learn something from you and maybe you're able to learn something from me. So that for me is my ideal turn on in a guy. Sio mwanamume mwenye ananiambia vile anafuatana na kina celebrities wa Kenya, and that is what is order of the day is. Na maybe a few sports si mbaya, but kinda yeah, vitu tu zenye ziko relatable on a masculine line, not on a feminine side. Kuna wanaume wenye wanang'ang'ana kujua kiki zenye zina happen on social platforms.
Kama there's some guys on TikTok, there's some people wanaendaga TikTok wanabishana and you're like, is this a man or a woman? Yani there's some guy, I don't know, there are a few guys, I can't name them, like kwa name juu anaweza tukujia, but there are a few guys who go TikTok, you know them. You are like them, you're like, mwanaume anafungua mdomo and you're like, dang.
Kuna friend of mine alisema, nataka kwa sababu you wanted to say exactly what I wanted to say. Like, ni kama uliread mind yangu. Kuna jamaa alisema, wanaume saizi wenye wamebaki ni wachache sana, like real men. When I'm so into TikTok almost on a daily basis, and I am also on platforms that we do have conversation with men. But I can tell you, my dear friend, very few of them, you can have a constructive conversation with them. The rest ni kelele, mtapishana. And I don't understand where. Ni lini wanaume walianza kuwa emotional on a lot of relatable subjects. So
no, but the truth is that the most children, the Gen Zs, these guys that we are calling Gen Zs, mostly have wamekuwa raised from single families, majority. Where hata kama when the mother and the father are there, they really hawajapatia foundation kama yenye sisi millennials tulipatiwa. Because being in millennials, tulikuwa tunaambiwa kama wewe ni dem, you behave like a woman. And that's why if you go to a millennial na uanze kumwambia like some gay shit, he doesn't understand you. Like for me, I'll never understand you. I'll never understand that subject. That you can be a woman, you can say that you are a man, you are a woman trapped in a man's body. Those are some of the things that will never make sense to me. It's because they are the way we were raised. Yeah. But now this generation, the Gen Zs and the Alpha that are coming up, hawajakuwa raised na hiyo. Most of them come from very broken homes, whereby the mom is the only person who was providing for the father, and the mom pia amegrown hizo frustrations that the husband is not, the man is not there, so all the frustrations project kwa nini. So we are raised, so the generation that is coming is not a generation that is guided on anything. They are free, one operate on a free mode. Well, they'll do whatever they want, they'll move whatever they want, they'll do whatever they want.
And they don't want to be questioned.
And they don't want to be questioned, exactly. And they don't want to be so many things. So I feel like, I think the problem is this generation. Now the mistake is, okay, how do we go about it? Do we just watch them, tuangalie tu, waseme, okay, sawa tu wacha waribike, ama tufanye aje? Do you think like there's something we can do about it, ama watu waishi tu vile wanataka?
One generation at a time, one step at a time. Definitely hatuwezi enda massively to correct the society ama the generation that is there. But where it starts, like most of the population yenye iko sahi ni millennials, ndio ni parents wa Gen Alpha. And then Gen X, which are our parents, ndio last born sasa wetu, ndio majenzi wao. So it starts by ourselves, kuongelesha our brothers and sisters, and it's upon us to make sure that we safeguard the coming generation, which is Gen Alpha, by interacting with them vizuri. At the same time, since we are in a world kuna hiyo internet and social platforms yenye we are not able to control pale mbele, wataingia tu at some point. So vitu kama hizo, we have to be well informed of what is going on social platforms, such that stazili unakaa chini, you are advising your son about maybe pornography on the internet, cyberbullying, vitu kama hizo. You are well aware of what is going on and how it goes. Unam-advise from a point of reference yenye ni either experience and exposure. So that is how we are working on, like we are changing one generation at a time. But mkisema tu mnaita vile sisi tulikuwa tunaitanga shule ile ya primo, mnapewa sijui kujeni alafu mademu wanaongeleshwa stories sijui za kunyesha. That can't work anymore in this generation. I work majenzi, okay, Gen Z's wengi, Gen Alphas, our ma CBC. Sio watu wenye utawaita collectively. They are very smart and they are very sharp. They have their own thinking. So wewe ukifikiria wewe unataka kuwa manipulate ama unawa control, inakuwa ngumu. You can't call them in a crowd. Wako informed. So mtu already anaenda pale akijua asha make decision yake whether anataka kuchukua what you want to give them or not. But if you approach from a point of one-on-one, a dialogue with one on, like mtu mmoja wewe na yeye, mtapatana. But ukienda na hiyo mob mentality na Gen Z, never works. It never works.
Okay, I get it. But why do you feel like okay, can that be the reason why most like marriages are not working? Like for me, marriages are not working, and that's a good, if you have observed that most marriages are failing terribly in this generation. Because even in the days of our parents are still together despite everything. But
wazazi wetu walivumilia manze,
mbona mtaki kuvumilia? Okay, hadi hiyo ndio issue. That's my question. Mbona nyinyi madem hamtaki kuvumilia sana? Like siku hizi ukienda hata kwa social media, yani dem anasema tu mimi ukiniongelesha tu na sauti nasikia tu sauti na katu yenye
si shautiwi.
Si shauti.
Usinishautie.
As in is it like ni patience ndio hamna ama ni ile the way people are, like mbona women wako in that space whereby they don't want to like put up with even a little bit of aggressiveness kidogo tu hataki, wanataka tu soft, but you know very well hakuna kitu soft in this life.
Alafu unajua pia, okay, mostly Gen Alpha, I tend to say Gen Z's kuna venye pia walibembelezwa sana. Because ukiangalia Gen Z wengi, millennials wengi, Gen Z ni sasa the youngest brothers. Walikuja, sisi tulikuja ile time ya recession. Millennials walikuwa ile time ya recession yenye life was hard. Wazazi walikuwa na hustle ndio mumake atafute ile nyumba yenye mtaishi pale mbele ya bungalow na hizo maishonettes. Walikuwa wanapiga hustle mbaya. So sisi ndio wale tulikuwa, nyinyi ndio mnaekwa mwangalia wengine wadogo. Mnachiwa hapo kamchele na katurungi. Yani life was different. Lakini sasa the most of the Gen Z's walipata kama life ilikuwa bit easy, wazazi washa make ile do. So kuna ka smoothness. Things already walikuwa ishapatikana. So
and then pia vitu zenye the things they consider as work, I think for us we didn't consider them as work. Kama kwenda kwa mtandao kutwork, like anaenda TikTok anatwork, ana consider like what do you do? I'm a TikToker. What do you do on TikTok? I just go there, I twerk or I lip sync, and then anasema like that's really job. But I usually ask myself, how sustainable is that? As in, is it something you can you twerk until your 40s?
No, you can't.
Can you twerk to your 50s?
No, you can't. At dancing.
Okay, I think that what these young people, they live in a wako kwa illusion flani. They are in a dreamland flani where they think that they'll be young forever. I was to have a host, not a host, I was to have a co-host with a Gen Z. Got my host. Do you know that lady, funny enough? She came here, we talked, we had a very nice conversation. So nikamwambia funny. First, we were to meet at 10, akanicall saa 9. Unaona? Okay,
the same day.
The same day when nikamwambia sawa, okay, you come, let's talk, tuongea vizuri. She's very vibrant, she's very talkative, she has a lot of a lot of ways of holding a conversation. Because unajua for a podcast something like this unataka mtu mwenye can hold a conversation and sustain that conversation. So nikamwambia sawa, wewe enda home, go prepare, come kesho early at 10 a.m. to fanye. You know that lady is now 2 days she has not called.
Yeah, typical of the Gen Zs. Okay, kuna a clique of Gen Zs when you're bit wako hardworking, but their forte iko kwa more of mind, vitu za ku engage mindfully, za akili, than physical work. So, mtu kama, okay, for her I would say, aliona labda it's a bit exhausting. Kitu yenye tanifanya nikuwe narauka, alafu physically I have to be there. And then there's a way the Gen Zs love money compared to the millennials. I don't know why,
but they love money,
quick money.
But they don't want to contribute in making that money.
And they don't want to work hard. Because ndio unaona sahi most of them ndio kwa sasa kwa maaviator, kwa forex,
they need something quick,
quick cash to make. They want the lifestyle yenye for them it's good, yenye wanaona pia kwa those social platforms where they are celebrities and they are models, how do I call it, they are role models wanafanya. So wataki life ingine yenye ni ngumu, yenye ya kuteseka.
Oh, nice.
That's the reason.
That's very good. So niliona kuna time nimeona wewe pia sasa ushakuwa TikToker man. TikToking in a do man. Tuambie tu. That is one platform I understand how it works. But for you now you're doing videos and they're gaining numbers. But I hope mnamjua. Kama mumjui, there's a video of her that trended. Hata acha niweke tu saa hii.
New crime alert, especially during these rainy seasons. Wase wenye wanatoka jobo usiku, mmetoka night shift, pale stage, especially kumeflood mabarabara mkingoja matatu. Please be careful. There are people who are standing by as customers, passengers kama nyinyi. And then they convince you there's no way you're getting a matatu, especially at those hours, because it's raining. Then they suggest wanaitisha Uber so that you cost share mpande na wao. Please don't dare. Kwa sababu those are thugs, they are thieves, they are goons. Please msipande na wao. Utaitikia kupanda hiyo Uber ambayo inakaa cost friendly kama 50 bob. Unapanda matatu na 30 bob. So inakaa fair price. Ukipanda na wao mnasonga mbele. Route ina divertiwa, inaenda njia nyingine. Mnanyongwa, unanyang'anywa simu, unanyang'anywa vitu, especially stage ya Yaya pale Kilimani, place where I work, opposite Yaya Center, hiyo stage. It's very
video yenye ulifanya ndio ikatrend sana. Like was it like real time experience ama you are just creating up a story? And did you know like it would go that far?
Now actually I trended
because me realize TikTok kuna stories za jaba mingi sana.
Yes.
Unajua TikTok msee anachukua picha yako. You see that thing leka kwa status yangu. Niliona mahali and it got me, ilinichekesha sana. Yaani msee anachukua picha yako na niweke kwa, unajua by the time tufike paka hapa ujambia watu naitwa nani.
Oh my goodness. What?
Anyway, ni sawa. So, mtu anachukua picha yako Winnie. Unaelewa? Akishachukua picha yako, msee anaweka TikTok, alafu anaandika IRP. Alafu anaweka ile wimbo ya ati sijui safiri, sijui mwendo umeimaliza.
I don't know why people like killing people.
And then the funny part sasa na hiyo really like I was surprised nikiona kwa comment napata mtu mmoja ameko hapo bwana comment buda bana unanieka na sijakufa, alafu jamaa na reply hapo chini yake ati I know it's hard to believe bro.
How is heaven? Wewe ushaipata comment hadi mtu anaambia mwingine ati wewe mimi sijakufa, anakuambia haya you're communicating from heaven. By then nishaona comment kama hiyo. But why would you do that man?
All for the likes. TikTok people can kill you.
Yeah, they can kill you, they can lead you into depression. TikTok ina mambo mengi. Hata tukianza kuongelelea sasa hatutamaliza. So back to hiyo story yangu ya the trending video. So this year actually last year was just okay, I was posting vitu zangu tu normal, but this year now nikapata job Kilimani. Kwa club kingine kadogo tu kazuri tu hapo. So niko management position. By the way, I work in the club industry. So that's my vile nisema hotel. So hiyo ndio kitu mimi napenda. I'm passionate about alcohol.
No,
but mimi si mlevi. Disclaimer please. Hata sauti sio ulevi.
Na kunywanga tu occasionally.
Yes, Mwenyezi Mungu alinipa.
Wewe si mlevi lakini occasionally you do it. Depending on occasion. So you are not wewe mlevi.
Yes, I'm a
okay, occasionally. It depends on occasion. Like on your birthday.
Yes, on my birthday when we are going out kidogo. We are celebrating something, an achievement nitakuwa.
Wewe si mlevi. It's okay.
Mbona una insist? Unasisitiza hapo kwa nini?
It's okay, no problem. Tuendelee halafu.
So, shift yangu ilikuwa inaniweka. You know, when you're in management, inakufanya unakuwa night shift mostly. Because lazima utoe watu job.
Saki explain these stories one by one. Hii story watu washaona video. I just want to understand how it hit you, like we post and then it went like.
So nilikuwa natoka job usiku one of the nights wakati kulikuwa kunanyesha. And then I happened to witness an incident yenye dem alikuwa anaenda kuibiwa. Makiu the entire week kulikuwa na hizo cases. Umesikia sijui nani kumekuwa na mtu ameibiwa bla bla bla. So hiyo story ilikuwa rampant around that area. So me when I witnessed it, this guy approached us akatuambia tuingie. Mimi nikamwambia utanibeba mjini. So akaendea the next candidate akaingia gari na nikajua huyu anaenda tu kunyongwa huko mbele, but sasa ningemsaidia aje
na akanyongwa.
The next day there was also a story. So the next day I was like ilinisumbua. Nikasema if I don't talk about it ile tu kitu nakusumbua.
To create awareness.
Yes, it was just creating awareness, nothing big.
And it kind of viral. People reacted.
And kama uja notice my nini was just my hashtag was just within Kilimani. Sikuwa nataka ati the whole country. Nilikuwa na target to the area. Within an hour juu nilipost na nikaachana nayo. So by the time nilikuwa natoka job usiku nikilogin simu yangu ilikuwa ina buzz. So nikashindwa nini, it was the video. Ilikuwa imepick momentum. So that was it. I was happy I achieved my goal. But haikuwa kiki, it was a real story.
Nice, because me I watched it and I was like interested. I'm not sijaona hiyo nini, like it was an eye opener. And I think it was an eye opener kwa watu wengi. You can go watch that video as much as meiweka hapa. You can go to TikTok, make sure umemfollow. She's a very nice lady.
Queen ABBYGAEL
with a very deep voice. Hii sauti yako kuna vile inachanganyanga watu. Especially unajua sauti wanaume inawachanganya sana. Have you noticed? Because uko na voice same na ukalala. Though yako is more deep.
Yeah, mine is more deep.
And then nani pia na ude mwenye anaitwa nani? Aziza. Hiyo sauti uchanganya wanaume. Hiyo sauti hiyo na ile ya nani ya ude na Sandy. That soft voice and then kuna pia that deep voice. Wanasemanga wanaume hamjui nini tunatakanga. It's very hard to understand, but we love that deep voice. Because someone ever fallen for you because of just that voice alone. Yeah,
I get people but sasa for the wrong reason actually.
For the wrong reasons ni gani?
Kwa mtu anakuja anakuambia your voice yako ni sexy. Like I wish ungekuwa unaniambia ni poa. But sasa ana sexualize. Hiyo tu ndio the only disadvantage. So mtu anaku-approach because maybe inampea
maybe anakaiva imagine ya kimona hiyo sauti.
And that is the
it will be like something, it will be heaven,
guy.
So but like it's a voice that is very hard to find. Okay, notice like that voice ndio voice ya nani Jeff Koinange. It's the same voice ya nani Mwakazi, Johnston Mwakazi. The one he nowadays does voiceovers only. Unaelewa? And that boy, he was from Kibera and his voice alone has made him move from Kibera and is now living a good life. Just the voice. So there are some things that you see God cannot give you a lot of things, but once you discover that God has given you this thing as a gift, you need to make sure you maximize out of it. Unaona kama ule Nico Diambo pia, he has got like that,
a very nice
that voice. So I'd really be curious to know as in how you really want to use that voice, because it's not a voice that is easy to find. And wachana people from beside just saying that you're sexy. I love the voice. The voice is
me
sexy.
They say I'm cute, but the voice is sexy.
Because you can do voiceovers.
Yeah, I can.
You can do voiceovers. You can do so many things. So have you like sat down and thought through it? Like, how do I make good use of this voice?
I am actually in the process of thinking about it because I don't know where nitaland, because the much nishawaitumia sauti yangu ni customer care job ya customer care call center. So other than that sijajua, but I would really love the people who do voiceover. So I've made it a thing for me to follow through and see vile walianza na vile wame grow. You know, sometimes unaweza kuwa na talent lakini haujui, because I myself unaonanga
is this a talent or a gift? Because there's a difference between a talent and a gift. A gift is something you're given.
It's a gift.
Talent you have, but you have to work on it.
It's a gift. Because
because you did not like wake up and say that now may I have a deep voice.
On it, yeah, kitu kama hiyo.
Okay.
So if the opportunity avails, I think I'll really love to do voiceovers. Alafu nimekuanga nikiona dream sana being in the media house, talking, radios. I think that's ni kitu napenda, because I'm also talkative when the space avails.
Yeah, you are. In fact, all the size uko too grounded. You come into control. So I don't know, guys. I was thinking of having her like to be one of our hosts now that I have a co-host who is a capsizer, but we also need a female.
Yeah,
we are co-host. So guys, manze, what do you think, manze? Nafaa tu akwe co-host hapa ni? Unaelewa?
Atatuambia.
So you wanted like you're really looking up to maybe you do some radio stuff.
Yeah.
Unaelewa?
Maybe if I ever get into radio and just do voiceovers.
Na radio vile kuingia watu wanaingia guys, because there are some presenters who land on, there are some people who land on radio and are like msali jikutaki kwa radio just because you are an influencer, just because you are a comedian, you land on radio. As in, I've never understand how radio works, as in, because there are people who go to school to study to the radio and they don't get those jobs, and then you just pick someone who's doing some very very funny stuff on TikTok and Instagram and then unamchukua unamweka kwa radio. As in, I feel like it's so that is one industry that is so unfair.
Yeah,
to so many people who go to school to study these things, but I don't know how it works. The reason I'm saying that, you know, that thing I noticed it, kama you're a millennial, ilianza na ile era ya kina Nyambane. You get?
Yeah.
I think that's where we started losing like
the momentum.
Radio ilianza kuhost kukuwa na watu kwa radio. I'm not saying that they are not good. Yes, they are good, but does that you being funny? What do they look at? Do they look at you are coming with a certain followers on radio? Unaelewa? And these people get a lot of money for just like, you see, like that radio station where kuna kuagana that guy in the morning.
You're talking about
the classic one.
The classic one.
There's that guy, the other person who is now the other person. Yeah, so who wanna get a lot of, nasikia alipodo mzuri, and he only anatoka tu hapa anaongea vitu chache na analipodo mzuri. So what do you think? Do you think like it's fair?
Okay, I would say it's also a business, because most radio stations are doing it
for money.
For money. Actually, everything is for business, but them pia wanaangalia tukileta umse on board, like anaweza ku-attract viewers aje, like itatuweka wapi, is it good for our business? So alafu another thing pia wenye wanaangalia pia face. That's why unapata they will always hire somebody who is so good. And some time back there was a scandal in a very radio station. Kuna ka issue kalitokea, and somebody mwenye alikuwa na influence sana, they were able to get rid of them. The same case a few years during COVID, some were laid off. Fine, they were influencers, the likes of Kinabeti and all that, but they were able to be laid off. Unaona? So sometimes wanaangalia the face pia. Kama ni kitu itatuchomea, then definitely they will get rid. Kina Jalango waliko kwa radio station. Na hao ndio walipanga ile boycotting ya jua sikatwe salary during nini. What happened? Water out of the door. So sometimes they save face and they also look at inaleta the door.
Okay.
So utapata mwenye hata kusomea ataingia because it's good business for them. Hata mi by the way sijasomea, but I'm very sure maybe
but do you think like online, okay, do you think would I believe that radio will die at some point? Ama radio will still be here? Because right now there are very few people, even TV, very few people watch TV nowadays.
I think the future is podcasts.
The future is podcast.
The future is podcast. Because if you ask me the last time nilisikiza radio.
In fact, the future is the Hangout podcast.
The future.
The Hangout podcast,
The future is totally podcast. Ukisema story ya radio. Sasa labda our Gen X ama our parents pale uzeeni labda ndio utakuwa nasikiza.
Because kitambo ilikuwa the main reason why I feel like radio was really popular is because for you to listen to your favorite song, you had to just wait for radio.
Yeah.
You had to request on radio, you had to wait a particular time on radio to listen to your favorite music. But right now with the internet, with the smartphones, with the you can listen to your favorite song anytime you want. And that's why radio right now they have started now creating programs like kama ile kushikanisha watu asubuhi watu wamekosana.
Yeah, they are now
just to make sure that you listen to them. But TV people rarely watch TV. People rarely watch TV because number one, because getting updates squeezy, it's every day. So I think you get what Instagram,
social media,
are the latest update. So and so has done this, Ruto has done this, Ama Ruto was here, Gachagua has done this. So during the day, you sharp at updates the whole day. There's no need of you again sitting kwa TV watch. Though they still get viewership, but viewership iko juu, but now we are looking at the future. So vile umesema future ni podcast.
Future ni podcast. And actually so many people are getting into podcast because Apple, they are able to have, nowadays people want deep conversations, meaningful conversations. It's not even about entertainment. People want things that they can relate to. So that's why nasema future ni podcast. Kwa radio, yes, utapewa whatever they want to give you. But with podcasts, you're able to have conversations, and even the live streaming of podcasts, unapata, you have engagements na watu in terms of comment section, and then you're able to take feedback from them, and then you're able to do interactive like sessions with people. So for me, radio will die at some point. It's just a matter of time.
Who is your favorite presenter? Like the one now that you want to be in radio? Who is that presenter like you?
I love Media Messiah. I love AZIZA very, very much. Very much. AZIZA is my favorite.
Because you share the deep
voice. we share the same voice. Kalala.
AZIZA, man. You couldn't do up. There's someone here you need to mentor, man. Who is looking up to you, man.
Yeah, I really
You're a good lady. You can come up and at least mshikilia tu mkono. Unaelewa? So now and for that is AZIZA. So AZIZA is the person you really look up to.
I really look up to, like, the funniest thing. She's
younger
than me.
She's younger than you.
Way younger than me.
Opportunities come differently to different people. I believe like yake imekam. So you see people. One thing I've learned since tutoke kampo, I've learned one thing that atutoshani.
Yeah.
Unajua, like right now tutoke kampo, there are some guys tulikuwa nao kampo are now rich. And there are some guys who are jobless. They have never. There are some guys who have families like watu wao sasa sijui wako na mingapi. Kuna wengine walianza familia juzi. Unaelewa, kuna wengine hata they have never any form of employment wajaipata. Kuna wengine right now are abroad. Ayuko they are no longer in Kenya, they are living in other countries doing other things. So one thing nimekuja ku appreciate about life is that we are never equal, but the most important thing, we have to keep on pushing because we don't know when our time will come.
Exactly.
And you clap for others as you wait for your turn. That is very important. I usually tell people that don't be usikasirike. And once you are not guided, one thing, like if you ever live in that space whereby you are not controlled by material stuff, you'll live a very peaceful life. Because me, I usually tell people, as much as we all want to drive, in this world, there are some people who will die without driving. And they will die when they are 90 years. They will live up to 90 and they will never own a car or a bicycle. And they will live a very fulfilling life. There's someone who will drive a bicycle at 20, will own a very nice car at 20 or 21 or 22, and maybe die at 30. Like, if you can able to put your life in such a way that you are not controlled by material stuff, you live a very fulfilling life. You will work hard, you will do your best. If you get money to own it, you will own it. If it doesn't come here, you still be happy. You'll still be saying, okay, I'm still healthy, I'm still able to move, I'm still able to do this 1, 2, 3, 4 things. That contentment, once you have that contentment deep inside you, and then you work hard and then you plan your things, everything else will come. And even if it will not come in that way, then you live that life. Hata kama utaishi up to 90, unasema me, I lived my life.
I live
so
life to the best.
Yeah, to the best. So TikTok nani ndio is your favorite like TikToker?
Sinaga favorite TikToker. Actually.
Ama you are your own favorite?
I am my own favorite.
TikToker kuna. Ushaanza celeb mapema.
No, TikTok. Okay, TikTok vile nilisema iko na a lot of good and bad. But the bad outweighs the good, honestly, because kuna a lot of chai, a lot of gossip, a lot of malicious.
You know, like I just find like TikTok iko na life of its own.
It's like, just a different universe.
It's just a different universe on its own. Other celebrities wakoko, they're just different from our Instagram, our Facebook, our YouTube. But anyway, so that's it. So guys, we've had a very good conversation.
Yes, we have.
Yes, and she will still be back here again. There's a lot we need to talk about. There's a lot of topics we can talk about. So we can't exhaust everything in one episode. So guys, I just wish to know from you guys. Should we akwe host wetu? Mimi naona akwe tu host wetu. Like akwa co-host. Unaona? Na pia I would like you guys mwende mumsupport. Go support, sure. Go watch her videos. She anachanua watu. Some very interesting things zenye sisi wa tuna ignore. So guys, thank you so much. Anything you like to tell majama? Waambie subscribe kwa hii hangout.
I would like to tell them thank you guys for subscribing. Wale wenye wamesubscribe, for those who haven't, please do us a favor. Do me a favor for me. Do subscribe and all the best. Sina mengi, nimeexhaust.
And to support this channel, man, tutumie ka kitu. Tunaweka namba hapa kila saa lakini hakuna mtu atuma kitu. Tuma kitu ndio at least next time tukue na mic mbili man. Unaona, we need to upgrade. At least watu waone tume-upgrade man. Si ndio? So thank you guys till the next episode. Episode 7 was fire, which is this one. So let's look we are looking forward to episode 8. So till next time, bye.
And by the way, 7 is my lucky number.
7 is your lucky number.
Yes. So this one will eat.
Sawa.